Hey, what's up, card fighters? So this is one of those their profile slash updates. Since Avant-Garde got its new promo that's been really hyped by you guys and me personally. I haven't been playing the deck as much as I would have personally liked to. There was just like a lot of other things going on in the background. I'm in like the final processes of preparing for BCS Houston, but yeah, I did want to get this profile out for you guys because it's like I tried out a few different things. I tried out what Japan was doing. It really wasn't working the way I thought it would work. Then I tried out this weird card that I'm like, hey, this is like what they're doing, but better, because I can just like rush with it. And then like basically I went back to basics. And I'm gonna show you guys how this is even I guess the best word I could say is possible, but getting into the order cards of the deck. I am only running one of the grade 1 set order. I know a lot of people bumped it back up to 2. I feel like it's just one of those things where like if you draw into it, you draw into it. That's whatever. Or if you damage it, you damage it. It's whatever. It's a nice to have part of the engine. It's not really like a need to have. 2 of the grade 2 set order. Now this one is more of like, this is like the prime set order you would want to use unless your opponent has a pesky rearguard if you're going first or on your first grade 3 turn, just because it locks your opponent from interceptors and blitz PGs. Even though I feel like a lot of people are on the same boat as me, towards they're starting to realize this format more and more you can get away with not running blitz PGs, because the only deck that would care if you're running blitz PGs or not is Jet and Messiah, that is. And then 2 of the grade 3 set order. These guys are just like super searchable from the deck or the drop zone because of the new grade 2 promo. So we're just able to run like such a tight engine now, which I believe this is like the same order card lineup I was running my last Avant-Garde list. And then 3 copies of Persona Ride. There's really not much to say here. This is like needed for the deck. You can run the Chalice, the Persona Ride order if you really want to. I have like 6 non-engine slots left in this deck after like cutting a lot of like unnecessary cards I felt. And you could like cut 1 or 2 of those cards or just cut them out completely for Chalice and for Operate Master Frights to search for your Persona Ride cards. And then 4 copies of the new promo card. This just makes the deck really consistent, and it's an additional 20k beat stick by itself. On Persona Ride turns, it becomes 30 by itself, and if you use the grade 3 order, it's 40 by itself. Which with a normal 8k booster is 48, a 5k booster is 45, and if you have your 13k booster, it actually bumps it up to 53. 4 copies of Blue Boy. He's just another 20k beat stick. What I really like about this deck now is that you have access to like 8 cards in your main deck that are just 20k attackers by themselves, which you generally want to you generally want to Persona Ride regardless. So the fact that you could just like have like a 30k front row, like regardless, 40k front row if you're using the grade 3 set order, but it's just like a really nice nice to have part of the engine. And then probably like the most important engine card of this deck is 4 Hathaways. It draws you a card, it countercharges. It's just like besides the new promo, which has become a key piece, but one of your more important pieces is Hathaway. Then getting on to the non-engine of the deck, we're playing 4 copies of the Booster Grade 3 from Festival Collection. I originally took this out because I was thinking, because of the new grade 2, I wouldn't have enough soul, so I'd be able to do both. But the more that I played with the deck, I was realizing like, man, I just still have, like, regardless of how many times I proc this card, there's a lot of times where I just still ended up having like a good chunk of soul left over. And I thought like, well, this is just like the best card in the deck, or the best booster in the deck, because overall that's what I felt like not like really a weakness, but like kind of like an issue I was having, towards I can make a good 30k or 40k rear guard lines without boosters, but I really couldn't find good enough boosters, if you guys know what I'm saying. And this is just like the best booster overall, especially since if they wipe out your front row, you could just push it up and it becomes a great attacker as well. Like I said, the Soul Blast is negligible. You naturally, just by doing your combos, you naturally generate so much soul that you're just able to like do this when you need to do this, and just like be able to do this anyway. And then last non-engine card is, I am playing 2 of Combine Rusher. Combine Rusher just kind of feels necessary for me in this format, just because there's so many decks that can just like pop like 2 to 3 rear guards like it's nothing. Like Magnolia can pop rear guards, Gandiva, which is risen up back in popularity thanks to its new support grade 3, can pop rear guards very easily like it's nothing. So you do just want to have yourself a back door. Just like I mentioned in my last profile, you want to have yourself a back door to those types of matchups, because Avant Garda, it's a solid deck overall. I would say one of its, not really like I would say weaknesses, but it really doesn't like it when you touch its board. Avant Garda really doesn't care what it has on board, but it really just wants to have a board in general, if that makes any sense to you guys. Going on to the Perfect Guards, 4 DPGs. I just don't feel like Blitz PGs are it this format. I already like briefly went over why. If you guys want to check out my other deck profiles, check out my other commentated match videos, and I discuss that more at length. One of the Brankgate over trigger, like Eldo Breath or something. Yeah, Eldo Breath. It escaped me for a second. But one of Eldo Breath, as you guys saw in my match against Avant Garda, I was in such a strong, commanding, winning position, and my opponent just, like, shout-outs to Eddie, by the way, I love that guy. My opponent checks this, and he immediately lost me the game. Like, this is, like, just one of the strongest OTs you can play if you can play it. 3 front triggers. I know in JP they're playing draws just because of how fast this format is. I'm still really scared of deck out while playing this deck, and deck out is still very much possible in my personal opinion. So I'm not confident enough in my kill combo that I'm willing to run draws. 4 into soul crits. Better to have them and not need them. It really hasn't come up to where that they've been more of like a hindrance versus a help, so I just have them in there. 4 regular crits. Oh no! Hey, come on, dude. Join the party. There we go. And then 4 regular heals. But yeah, guys, a little bit of a shorter profile. Videos are going to be a little bit scarce this week. I do apologize ahead of time, but I do want to just like give a quick thanks to you guys again. That I want to thank you guys for all the subs, all the likes, all the comments that I've just been getting recently, even on days where I haven't been able to post a video. Like, the first thing I do, guys, is I wake up and I answer your comments. Like, that's the first thing I do in the morning. Like, I wake up, like, it's like 7 in the morning, I'm like, oh man, I got comments. So I'm just like on the toilet right there. I'm just like, oh yeah, bet, yeah. And it's just like, it's a really joyful, and I consider myself blessed personally to be able to like say that I have that aspect of my life, or access to that. So yeah, we have like such big plans in the works, guys. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're growing at an exponential rate, like so much faster than I thought possible. Like I would wake up and again like subs out of nowhere, and I'm just really appreciative of you guys, and I really pray for me, guys. I really hope that we're able to make it into Top Cut with whatever deck I do choose to take to BCS Houston. But anyways, guys, it's been a little bit of a short one / long one. And let me know what you guys think about the deck in the comments down below. What would you play? What would you take out? Like, me building these decks, guys, and then hearing your feedback on these decks, it just makes me a better deck builder and a better player overall. So, anyways, guys, y'all have a good night.